And the city of Mableton says it has a problem with illegal tire dumping in public places. And now the government of the city of Mableton is saying enough is enough. They're cracking down on this issue. We want to bring in right now Michael Owens. He is the mayor of Mableton. He joins us now live. Mayor Owens, thank you for joining us. Paint a picture for us. How big of an issue is this problem of tire dumping in Mableton?
Well, thanks. I appreciate you having me. This issue is a significant issue and one that we want to deal with. I'll be clear, it's one of those challenges, though, that we've kind of inherited, right? As a new city, a lot of issues come around, and this was one of those that's just been a persistent issue in our neighborhood, really throughout the cities. Mableton is a beautiful city. It's full of trees, full of trails, but we have had this continued issue with illegal dumping. But I want to be clear that this isn't simply about tires. What we've done is a comprehensive update around beautification, around anti-littering laws to really strengthen the effort to make sure that illegal tire dumping is just something that's not going to be accepted in our city.
This is a challenge that a lot of municipal leaders, law enforcement folks acknowledge is often difficult to really get a full grasp on for cities wanting to crack down on it. It's a problem that can happen in lots of different places. It's tricky to really effectively tamp down on it. What is Mableton's strategy to try to buck that trend and get some real progress made here?
Yeah, thank you for that. And I do acknowledge it is a challenge, it's an issue, it could be a persistent one. But in Mableton, we're putting together a truly comprehensive plan around doing it. It really starts with our ordinance, right? To come up with another ordinance that is stronger, that has tougher penalties. We're talking about $1,000 fines, potential jail fines for illegal dumpers, court-ordered cleanup, escalations around the penalties at all, and being able to treat each and every instance as a separate violation, and also the ability to have separate violations for each day that it continues to be a problem. So, this is not going to be a slap on the wrist, right? They're going to make sure there's real consequences for this. And then another thing I would say is that have a full wraparound plan for this. That includes prevention, accountability, and enforcement. And on top of that, we're going to use technology because we want to make sure that we don't just deter, but we also catch those perpetrators and able to have them in our court.
Let's talk about residents, because I suspect that this push from city government came in no small part because residents were speaking up and voicing concern about this. What did residents of Mableton tell you and other city leaders that I would predict sparked this enhanced enforcement approach?
I mean, as cliche as it may sound, they're tired of seeing all these tires everywhere, right? They're wanting us to actually take part and do something about it. It's an eyesore in a lot of ways, but it's also highly disrespectful. And, this goes to our residents, but also to our business owners. They have to make sure they're doing a better job. And as I say often, if you're doing the right things, you're doing the right things for the right reasons, this ordinance does not apply to you. But if you are one of those companies in our city that's unfortunately making a business decision to dump tires because it's cheaper and it's more efficient for your business, find another way to conduct business because we're watching and we're going to be on top of it. So our residents are keen on this. As a matter of fact, most of the announcements that we get, or most of the reports that we get about illegal dumping, comes from our residents. They know these neighborhoods, they know the streets, and they're the ones that are reporting on it first and foremost.
And you tee up well my next question I wanted to ask you. For somebody who's watching this, who is a resident of the city, who is no fan of illegal dumping, if they see this kind of stuff going on, and you and I both know what it looks like, you drive by somewhere in your neighborhood and there's always the spot, right, where stuff just seems to accumulate and accumulate. For people who are watching that happen, maybe even are seeing somebody actively in the process of dumping something that's not supposed to be dumped there, what should people do?
First of all, don't engage them directly, right? What they should do is reach out, call the city, or send us an email, or call our code enforcement officer, and we can get directly to mitigating that solution. Our website is www.mableton.gov. If you go to our website, you find out information on that where you can report it. And again, you can call our code enforcement director. Reach out to me directly. I don't hesitate in addressing these issues because they're important. They're important to our residents. And most importantly, we want people to know that this will not be tolerated in our city.
Mayor, last question before you, as we're short on time. Fast forward 1 year from now, what would success on this initiative look like 365 days into the city's enhanced effort to tamp down on illegal dumping?
Yeah, it's a comprehensive effort, as I said before. So we're looking at it from a holistic perspective. We know trying to completely eradicate something like this is hard and it's tough. But if a year out, we want to make sure that if there are people still doing illegal dumping, they have no idea. They know that we're going to find you, we're going to find you, and we're going to make you clean it up. We want people to know that. So if they decide to make this decision, that's a decision that they're making knowing that there's going to be ramifications for it. We also want our citizens to feel like they're more empowered to speak up because this is their city, this is their streets, this is their community. And that to me is what success looks like.
All right, Mableton Mayor Michael Owens. Mayor, thank you as always for your time and your perspective. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Happy to be on. Thanks for having me.